Now for this, you're gonna need a big knife. That's a little too big. How about a smaller one? Perfect. Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is SL Gamer Guy here, and welcome to a new type of video. I shouldn't say new, because I kinda did the same thing with my computer fans. But today we are unboxing, doing a review, and assembling. I would have sat that down harder, but there's a computer hard drive inside of it. I'm sorry about this quality if it turns out to be bad. I'm kind of using a different setup than before. Hopefully it's going to work out slightly better. But inside this box is the parts for an external hard drive. So let's get our butter knife to take and open it up. Very carefully, of course. And always, children, be sure to cut towards yourself. Don't do that. It's a bad idea. Hopefully you enjoyed the little skit in the beginning of the video. Those are kind of fun to make. Yeah, and to package these things well. Smell that. Smell that sealed air. Hashtag wish I was sponsored. Here we have, oh wow, actually. We have the orico hard drive, however you pronounce that, hard drive enclosure. So inside this box must be the Western Digital 3.5-inch 72 RPM Caviar Blue Drive. I guess first, let's take and open up the enclosure. If you guys can't tell by now, I kind of have a very large collection of knives. Okay, and this is packed a little bit differently than I would have thought, but it is exactly what I was expecting here. We have some very nice packaging by Western Digital. This is the SATA 64 megabit cache, and yeah. That's that, and I believe they have important information up front that you're not allowed to see. And, yeah, minimalistic packaging, but I wouldn't be concerned about getting damaged in shipping or anything close to that extent. And I was actually going to buy the, I believe it's the 5400 RPM, and because I just couldn't afford the 72 RPM. And the day that I went to buy it, on the very top of the list of Amazon, I will leave links down in the description, probably. I'll see about that. And here, the 72 RPM was there. So it is a faster drive than one I was going to buy. And this orico, however you pronounce it, I'm sorry, the sealed air is making too much noise. The orico, I'm just going to call it the orico because it makes more sense. 3.5-inch SATA USB 3.0 hard drive enclosure. This is going to hold our external drive, and it says that it... Okay, so the first thing I noticed on the packaging is it says, obviously, tool-free system management, your 3.5-inch SATA drive, easier than ever, and transfer your files through the USB 3.0 at 5 gigabytes a second super speed. Now on the Amazon link, it said 6. So some tomfoolery here is going on, but let's take and get into it. This had very mixed reviews, as it seemed like it was either people saying how great it was, or that it just simply didn't work. First of all, I notice, okay, and more mixed marketing. As we pulled this out, it's sealed in some sort of blister pack. SATA 3.0, 6 gigabits a second. They can't make their minds up. Let's set that right off to the side and see what else is in here. We have the standard, I don't know what you call it, I call it a printer cable. USB 3.0. Comes with these cheap, yep, you can smell the Chinese glue still on them. Power supplies, or as I like to call them, wall warts, because they look terrible. I'm sure some sort of little bit of information, and some sticky back foam, presumably to keep the drive in place. I have a better cable than this that I'm going to be using, so let's just take and put these back together slightly. Set that back there. As we can see, I'm going to need my butter knife again for this, because it has a small piece of Scotch tape, which can only be cut with a butter knife. Okay, first impressions. It seems to be built fairly well, better than I was expecting. It is just plastic, though. Also, from what I have read on the Amazon reviews, once again, not sponsored, wish I was, this is a momentary switch for the power button to turn on the drive, so this is not going to be a good enclosure at all if you are going to be using this for any sort of server application. If the power goes out, this drive will not turn back on until you press the button. So, with that being said, supposedly, yep, tool-free, this just pops open. And if we take, how's this? Okay, it's got silica packs in it once again. Make sure that you get the smallest butter knife you can find in your house to cut these packages open. Pull this out, and we have the drive. I don't know what's on the label. I believe it's important. I've seen other people cover it up, so I'm going to follow. We're now going to, I guess, simply... That seems way too easy. I do notice here there is a lot of play in it. I would not trust this, like many people said also in the reviews. I would not trust this enclosure if you were going to be doing any sort of traveling. It is not robust and seems just not... For my application, I'd say it's probably going to be fine. And either I don't know what I'm doing, or this is not sticky backed foam. I can't peel the backing off of it. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, if that took any more effort, I was going to go just get a piece of window weather stripping. Also, I've noticed I have a lot of weird things which make things like this really easy. Weather stripping, massive butter knives, you know, standard stuff. Now, I don't know how you're supposed to put this on, but I'm seeing where the most slack is in the drive, which is, of course, whenever we take, you simply drop the drive in to enclosure, slide it in. The foam is going to help a lot with that vibration factor. We're going to take, and I don't know how the cover goes on, there we go. Snap it in place, and we're done. Now, if we take and hook it up to the computer, we will have one fully assembled Western Digital 1 terabyte, a Western Digital blue, caviar blue, sorry, 72 RPM, 1 terabyte hard drive, 64 megabit cache, and this entire enclosure and hard drive cost me, I believe it was $69.87. Once again, not sponsored, got it with my own money. And like I was saying, I think this would be fine sitting on a desk. It looks professional enough that I wouldn't be concerned about it. However, I would not put this in my suitcase. I know there are much better ones on Amazon, but this one was $19.99. I will, if possible, put links for everything that I bought in the description as well. These are not affiliate links. If you buy anything through them, I don't get a kickback. But, like I said, these are good products so far. Western Digital, they make nothing but flawless products. They're not paying me to say that. Orico, for the price so far, I'm very happy with them. And I will post to Twitter the speeds of this. drive. For those of you who do not know why I bought this, it is because I accidentally deleted the uninstall file for Sony Vegas Pro 14. Now with everything that has happened, I'm going to back up all my important files to this external drive, and then I'm going to factory reset my computer. Wish me luck. I will keep you updated with everything on that on Twitter, link in the description. Please follow me. It would be very awesome if you did. And with one more subscriber, we will hit 10, so please be sure, if you are new to my channel and you have enjoyed this video, smash that like button. But my name is SL Game Guy. You guys have been awesome. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye! I just finished formatting the external hard drive, and I am now here. I just transferred a 2.82 gigabyte file, and it took only 37 seconds, compared to my Western Digital Passport, which took roughly an hour and a half. It held an average upload speed of 1 gigabyte. So with that being said, I don't know if I would call it 6 gigabytes a second. However, if I take and move the camera ever so slightly, you should be able to see it turns into a disco whenever you take and transfer files. Don't you dare to try to stop